The following program is brought to you by Dherbs, the home of the full body cleanse.
You guys ready for this? Nice young body there.
He lost 35 pounds in 45 days. That's kicking butt. That's being focused. That's staying with what you need to do every single day to get things done as far as getting that weight down, and he did it.
I feel like it's surprising to see that you can change your life that fast. I would recommend this for anybody. It feels good. I almost feel like a young spring chicken again.
Previously on The Results Are In.
Am I gonna go get Chick-fil-A afterwards? I might. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Kim is on a 45-day challenge to improve her health. She got a blood test with some bad signs, and now she's going to cleanse and exercise with the help of Dherbs to lose weight and turn those problems around. The results are in.
So, I am glad that Kim is on track. If you guys remember last week, I feel like I was doing a lot of convincing her to stay in the game, to not quit.
Yes, I got Chick-fil-A after last week's shoot. And I was very clear. I said how I felt about it at that time. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. Did I go indulge in Chick-fil-A? Did I go get a 25-piece meal with a super large fry and a sweet tea? And no, I got a kid's meal, and I didn't even finish all of it in one sitting. But I also know my body. So the reason I think too that I felt so comfortable doing that is because in previous times when I've tried to lose weight, anytime I've done the diet for so long and I stall or I feel like I'm not moving, I'll eat something to like kick myself out of it, or like something that's not within the diet, and then immediately start seeing the scale move. So that day when I had the Chick-fil-A, I got right back onto the diet, right back onto the supplements. And the next day I was down like 2 pounds. And I was like, oh, see, here we go.
Turns out she did have Chick-fil-A the day we talked about it. Crazy. Okay, another week, another weigh-in. I'm excited about this one.
I'm excited too. I will tell you that I had me a nice Memorial Day weekend, so we'll see what's on this scale, but I will not be mad at what the number is.
I'm scared to hear what nice means, but let's do the weigh-in first, and then you can, yeah. I'm sorry, are you taking off your watch?
I am, because like I said, I was a human this weekend, so I can't give y'all any extra pounds. So we're gonna just strip a little bit. Oh, look, take the earrings off too. Take it all off.
Dead.
If I could, if I felt that comfortable with y'all, I would take this wig off too.
Well, after you.
Anything else? No? Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Look at God.
We came in at 188.6.
Look at God. You know what? I'm not mad at that. I'm really not, because I had a great weekend. And I feel like had I not had a great weekend, I would be another 2 or 3 pounds down. I'm really not mad at that, because I know what would happen for me. I was like, oh man, I'm probably gonna have gone back up or be the same. So I'm actually thrilled to know that I did lose something. Am I kind of bummed to know, like, dang, had I been on the right path and done the things that I was supposed to do, it could have been lower? Yes, but I'm human, and I think we're all human, and in some moments you deserve to have a moment of just like release. And in that moment I needed a Philly cheesesteak.
Now the truth comes out.
I said I had a good time this weekend.
So I came to Philadelphia for the weekend to visit my boyfriend, and I decided I could not leave without trying at least one of the local dishes. I know that my diet is supposed to be raw vegan. I've been doing really well. We finally made it to the 180. We're at 188, but I had to try some of these dishes. So I was supported in my decision fully. I will not be supported by AD or Chloe, most likely. But I felt like this was important for me to not leave without at least trying one or two things. And so we're gonna do our workouts. We're still going to be great, but we had to try it. We had to try it, and it's delicious. I haven't had real food in a second, and we're gonna go back to the diet after this.
Now, the Philly trip was a last minute situation. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like this was something that was a part of the agenda for weeks and months. It was this is what's happening at this time. Okay, cool, let's go. So we went. I had a great time, and I had a great time. That's all I'm gonna say. I had a great time. That night, I had some oxtail pasta. Again, a couple bites. Didn't eat the entire thing. Gave the rest away. The next day, I had a piece of salmon Philly cheesesteak. Now, I don't eat cheese in general, so the cheese situation isn't a thing for me. So I had salmon Philly cheesesteak with no cheese. So it was really just salmon and bread at that point, but it was so good. It was delicious. Could have gone in, could have eaten the whole sandwich. I didn't. I ate a piece of a half of a sandwich, and that was it. I was good. Cool. And then Memorial Day, I had a piece of chicken, and that was it.
So I didn't mention it earlier, but I saw Kim's stories, and don't get me wrong, I'll give her props where they are due. She did not have to post any of that to her stories, okay? Now that that's out the way, another jaw on the floor moment with this Philly trip. Okay, because I thought, once again, like I mentioned earlier, a bite is a cheat. The way she went back in for that second, third bite on that Philly cheesesteak, I was like, oh, dying slowly. Okay?
We're back on our diet. We're good. We could have been at 185. That's on me. That ain't got nothing to do with the herbs. That has nothing to do with the program. That one, I can tell you is on Kim. But
yeah. See, I think this is where the difference between the nutritionist and the participant comes in, because she's glad to still see that number have moved. I am glad when we stick with the program. I'm gathering myself at the moment because I'm a little blown.
this particular week, I didn't get to do everything right. I had moments where I wanted something that wasn't on a diet. I forgot my supplements, and I still saw some type of progress. I'm guessing because the supplements and the cleanse and the bowel motion were still working even when I wasn't. Now imagine what my scale could have been had I been on the diet, had I been doing everything right. And so I think at a certain point, your body kind of clicks and it's like, oh, you're doing this thing. You're still doing this thing. You're still doing it. Okay, I guess we got to fall in line. And unfortunately for me, I feel like that was right before my trip. Like my body was like, okay, let's fall in line. Let's actually do it. Let's get with the program. So now that I'm back on my diet, on my supplements, and doing the things that I'm supposed to do, I'm excited to see what next week will bring. So after last week, I kind of expressed like that I wasn't regular. I wasn't going to the bathroom like typical people on this cleanse or in general. Most of the time, AD will say, well, when I eat 2 or 3 hours later, I'm going to the bathroom like clockwork. And I was like, that's not my story. That's not my life. So he decided to switch me over to bowel motion.
We decided to go ahead and add in the bowel motion supplement. Now, this is literally what it sounds like. You're having a hard time staying regular. We're literally just helping getting things going on a regular basis.
All right. Since I had a cheating moment yesterday, I decided that I had to be responsible during my trip and go work it off. So I am going to do the rocky stairs a couple times. I don't know how many times to make AD happy. He doesn't know, but we're about to do the stairs.
Initially, I was like, I need to feel like I'm doing something active since I had these pieces of meals, these little bites that weren't on the menu. And so I decided to go to the Rocky Steps, me and my boyfriend. We were supposed to go up. When I went up, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. I'm gonna challenge myself to do this 3 times. We went down, we went up, we went down, we went up. And he decides to go, let's go, keep going. Faster, faster, put the phone down.
Come on. Let's go.
And I'm gonna say that was the Lord working on her friend who thought he was her trainer on that trip, because the way in which that would have been me, like, yeah, run them steps. You got it. Because what? I'm glad that she ran the Rocky steps. What is it, at the end? Yeah, needed that.
This man made me go 6 times. 6 times up the steps. Now, what he didn't know is that I still hadn't taken a that morning.
Yep. She over here looking like she about to have honey Dijon and mustard.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Don't take Alexa. Don't take the bowel motion capsules and then try to come work it out. But once we did it the 6th time at full speed running, my stomach decided to say, sis, it is time. It's time for you to find a bathroom. In the middle of Philadelphia's Art Museum Park, Rocky Steps, where there are no bathrooms. So that was a fun experience.
All right, Kim, so today we are at one of my favorite parks here at Griffith. Cute little trail. Workout will be mild, hike will be mild. Get some good stretches in.
Okay.
How you feeling?
Let's go.
Let's do it. We're gonna burn some calories is what we're gonna do. And I hope this also encourages her to stay moving, stay outside for the rest of this week. We're just gonna start it off right. You start good, you should end good, okay?
This week I just want to stick to the plan. Like, I'm getting back to it from my trip, I don't want to say taking a break, because it wasn't necessarily a break, but it was like a detour.
Yeah.
Just a moment of, I need a second. And so just getting back to the program, working out 2 times a day, taking all the supplements, staying on the diet. That's the biggest one for me. Even just as I'm eating food. So when I did the day of our talk, and I was like, look, Chloe, I'm disappointed that all the things that have been asked of me are being done and I'm still not seeing it on the scale. I'm going to Chick-fil-A. I got the smallest thing on the menu and I still felt like crap. Not just my stomach. Like, my stomach was fine. I didn't have upset stomach or anything like that. But I just felt like, dang, I want to go lay down. I have no energy. I don't want to work out. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be. And that sucks.
Yeah.
That's how food makes us feel. So it is easier for me seeing the differences in how my body reacts to say, I don't necessarily want to go back to eating meat every single day, all day, you know. So I definitely see it in my body even more than scale.
Love that.
But also starting to see it in the scale now too. So it's starting to be more fulfilling and feeling more accomplished than just, oh, that's cute. In your body, you look like you might potentially be trimming down. Now it's, I'm wearing a dress and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sis. I went to Kim Kimball's event last night.
Okay.
So they're finishing up their season, and I got invited to go to the opening of her salon. And so I put on this dress that I hadn't worn. I think I'd worn once before and I didn't like the way I looked in it. So I put it on and I was like, ooh, girl, okay, body. When I didn't eat what was on the diet, feeling unhealthy, feeling heavy, feeling tired, feeling drained, and knowing like, dang, the meal plan they have us on, the supplements they have us on actually do help. It's like finding little hacks that work for you that you can kind of plug and play and run and do what you gotta do without having the barriers and the blockers, because those are easy. Once you start to make excuses for different stuff, that's when I feel like it becomes hard.
Absolutely. And I'm loving hearing you say this, because this is what I was talking about in the beginning. Rather than thinking about, oh, I can't do this, I'm losing this. We're now talking about substitutions. We're talking about things that we can add to your life, right? And I think that that mindset will be the biggest thing that will keep you going, not the same way, but in a healthy way once this 45 days is through. We got 2 weeks left.
We do. We do.
I think, to me, on my end, it feels a little bittersweet because it's been really dope watching you go through this journey.
Yeah.
But I think with that being said, you got this. You absolutely got this. And like I also mentioned earlier, let's do those days. The hard days, call me, we're meeting up, we're doing the workouts together.
Yeah.
Because I think that that's what the final stretch looks like, right? In those spaces of exhaustion, that accountability partner really comes in clutch. So,
Well, in my mind, we have 14 days. If I can do everything that I need to do correctly for 14 days.
that's all. That's exactly what I mean by meeting yourself where you are.
Yeah.
Not going to these very 0 to 100 spaces where it's like, I don't even know if I can do today, or, oh my God, I have 2 whole weeks left. Really breaking it down to make it make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm excited.
Let's go.